What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Do me a favor, go call your mom, go call your grandma, go call your mailman, go call your teacher, call everybody you know, and tell them to gather around whatever device you're watching this video on so we can all collectively laugh at ESPN FC, okay? Because these clowns deserve it. All these experts on this show predicted Real Madrid to win yesterday. The only one that predicted Barca was Luis Garcia, who, as we all know, is a former Barcelona player, Pere La Masia. He's mostly known for winning that UCL with Liverpool back in 04-05, but he's a Barcelona product. So he's the only one that picked Barca, but again, that's expected because he played for the team. All these other guys that get paid to talk about and analyze football all picked Real Madrid, despite the fact that they saw the form that Barca was on this season and the form that Madrid was on this season. So again, gather everybody you know, and let's all laugh at ESPN FC together. There's no more intro for this video. We're going to watch the reaction to the El Clasico yesterday and see what they say after Barca not just beat, but spanked Real Madrid in their own stadium. So let's see what they have to say now. We got the squad right here, the fucking, I don't know, we got the three musketeers on the studio, and then we have the other guys on the side, Jürgen Klinsmann and some other dudes right there. I don't know who they are. But anyway, let's see what these guys have to say, because the guys in the studio are really the ones that piss me off, especially the guy that's going to talk first. I think his name is Craig. Let's see what he has to say.
A Barcelona victory. Craig, there's so much to talk about, but let's just start with overall.
Generic look at it, I mean, it's not just that it went against what most of us thought, and it was the game just had a different dynamic, and we went, oh, that surprised us. It was going the way we thought it would.
Really?
We're talking about 45 minutes of football here that was stunning, and 45 minutes from Real Madrid that was diabolical.
When did Real Madrid play stunning in this game? I'm really confused, honestly. I'm genuinely confused when Madrid had a stunning first half. They didn't have a shot on goal in the first half. Their only real chance was Vini when he went wide of the post. All the other chances were offside. Those don't count. That's not a chance. The play's dead. So I don't understand where this stunning narrative is coming from this guy. Maybe he saw a different game that I did. And again, I might sound very hostile right now. I am, because I'm kind of pissed that these guys all think that now they can backtrack on what they said about Barca and talk about, oh, no one expected this. No, you didn't expect this. Other people did, including myself, Gerard Piqué, and a bunch of Barca fans that I saw in my preview video and other preview videos that were predicting a Barca win and a convincing Barca win. So it was only you, but let's see.
And when you put those two worlds together, you get 4 goals, and it could have been 5 or 6.
Oh, thank you. He acknowledged that it could have been 5 or 6. Thank you so much.
And Lewandowski missed an absolute sitter when he hit the post. And I've yet to see a side as experienced and as elite as Real Madrid capitulate like that in the second half. It's another one like the Bayern Munich game in midweek that's kind of weird and strange to analyse, because there was so many opportunities with the way Barcelona defended in the first half, but Real Madrid, like Bayern Munich, did not take it. And
but here's my issue with that, right? People always say they didn't take their chances, but they're just playing into Barca's hand. That's what Barca want them to do. They want you to try and beat that offside trap. That's what they want you to do. So we never give credit to Barcelona. We always say the other team didn't take their chances. Why don't we give credit to Barcelona and to Hansi Flick and to Inigo Martinez and to Paco Warsi and to Alejandro Valde and to Jules Koundé for actually knowing how to play that high line and being able to draw Kylian Mbappe offsides 8 times in the first half. Like, they said the same thing against Bayern Munich. Oh, but everybody said it wasn't going to happen against Madrid. This guy said it wasn't going to happen against Madrid. This specific dude right here on my screen said it wasn't going to happen against Madrid, and happened against Madrid. And now his thing is they couldn't take their chances. What chances? They're offside.
And most of that fault was a bad finish from Vinicius Jr. and really bad timing and really bad runs from Kylian Mbappe. But the change from Hansi Flick at halftime was key. Experience and ball retention from Frankie de Jong.
Yes, I agree with that. I agree with 100% what he said. I think the addition of Frankie de Jong into this game completely changed, because Barca were struggling to actually control the tempo and have some build up. And once Frankie came in, he was dropping in between the two center backs. He was helping out on that build up. And I think he did a fantastic job. So I agree with what he's saying there. But anyway,
the goal, they forced Real Madrid to push and make changes, and that game just opened up. And then welcome in Lamine Yamal and Rafinha, and they just swallowed up that space that was in behind them. It was a performance and a result that I don't think anybody, if they're being honest, said Barca are going to win this game comfortably by 3 or 4 minutes.
You see, here's the problem now. Now, this is where we start to get upset, right? Because these guys are paid to talk about football. Their job is to watch and talk about football. They work for ESPN FC, which in the States is the only league that covers La Liga. Is the only network that covers La Liga. So their job is basically to watch La Liga and talk about La Liga. And how this guy said that no one could predict that, it's only you, my man. It's you and some other people. That's it. Because fans, we're not paid to analyze and give cogent analysis. We're just here to be emotional about our teams. That's what fans do. You're actually paid to be sober and level-headed and give analysis on both teams. And for you not to come out and say that no one expected this when there's multiple people that you could talk and multiple Barca fans that if you spoke to them, they will tell you, yes, I expect Barca to win, including myself. Like I said, people in my comment section, other Barca fan previews that I saw where they had Barca winning by over 2 goals. A lot of people saw this coming because a lot of people have been watching Barca throughout this whole season, and a lot of people have been watching Real Madrid throughout this whole season. And if you've watched both of the teams, you could not have walked into this game again. 4-1 is crazy, but anybody predicting a Madrid win, that was crazier because there was nothing that could tell you that Madrid was going to be better than Barca. And everybody who talked about how the form goes out the window before a Clásico is a bunch of bullshit. Don't listen to anybody who says that. That's not how it works. Form matters. And confidence coming into a game matters. And Barca were on better form and they were the more confident team and they showcased it yesterday. So again, you try to backtrack now after you made a prediction and said no one expected this. No. But that's where you're paid to analyze football and actually look at the game and see the nuances of the game and see, you know what? Yeah, one team, I might have a hatred towards them because obviously these guys can't stand Barca, but I can at least say they're playing better than the other team. So you predicted Madrid to win because I guess you don't watch the games. That's why. That's the only explanation to why you picked Madrid to win. Because anybody who's been watching the games throughout this whole season could not have picked Madrid to win that game. It's impossible. Again, Madrid fans is a separate story because they are fans. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to back their team blindly no matter what because that's what makes football beautiful and that's what makes fandom so amazing. But fans is separate from analysts who get paid to talk about the games. And the fact of the matter is, all these analysts picked Real Madrid to win that game yesterday. And only one picked Barcelona. And again, it's because he's a former Barcelona player. So that's the least he could do. But again, shout out to Luis Garcia for doing that. But anyway.
It's not even a debate. Nobody was saying that. It was just a stunning second half performance. And I have to say, not from a Real Madrid point of view, but from a neutral point of view, that was an open Clásico, was it not?
Yeah, it was a classic.
It was an open Clásico where one team was always offside and then the other team just took over in the second half. That's about as open as you could say. Because, again, Madrid had their first shot on goal in the second half. In between the posts. In between the 3 posts, they had their first shot on goal in the second half. So again, I didn't see this, I saw a sloppy El Clásico for the first half. It was just sloppy because neither team could really, usually in the El Clásicos, the momentum, it's an ebb and flow. You know, one team maybe has a good 15 minutes where they're controlling the game, controlling the pace, and they're obviously keeping the ball. And the other team has that chance and it kind of goes like that. This game was just more like back-to-back and it was more like a basketball game. You know what I mean? So, but I didn't see an open El Clásico. I saw a Barca team that's been doing what they've been doing this whole season, which is playing that high line, that's been working to perfection. That's why the team in Europe that has drawn the most teams offside. And I saw a Madrid team that has been doing what they've been doing all season, which is be poor defensively and have no chemistry and no cohesion in that attack. That's what I saw. I didn't see this open El Clásico where Madrid could have scored 5 goals. Just my opinion. But again, what do I know?
It's a Clásico, one that Real Madrid...
And now this fucking guy, Ale Moreno, who if you guys are aware, he's from Venezuela, a paisano of mine. If you guys don't know what a paisano is, it's a person from a fellow countryman. He's from Venezuela, I'm from Venezuela. I watched this guy play when he was at the Vino Tinto back in the 2007 Copa America, blah, 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 blah. I don't even know why I added all that shit anyway. But anyway, I actually kind of like this guy because, again, I like to see my country be represented in media. But fuck this guy. Genuinely, I don't like him that much because he's always shitting on Barca. When you watch ESPN commentary, this guy refuses to give Barca credit. Anytime Barca do something great, he refuses to give Barca credit. I want to see what he has to say. So again, let's see. Ale Moreno, let's see you stud. What do you got to say?
I want to forget very quickly one that Barcelona fans would be more than happy to remind them about for years.
Absolutely. And going into halftime, 4-0 Barcelona was not in play. Was not in play. When I say was not in play, I really mean that if we were to pick a winner going into halftime, we think, it's more likely Real Madrid.
Yeah, no, that's probably just you, bro. That's probably just you, bud. Honestly, I don't know. Now, was 4-0 something that I expected when Barca, obviously, when halftime started? I think Barca was going to win 4-0. No, but I didn't think Madrid was going to win the game either. Again, I thought Madrid were better in the first half, but I had confidence in Barca going into that second half that if they kept it, if they could just limit Madrid to not score any goals in the first half after, they were shaky, they were going to win in that second half. Again, he might be right with the 4-0, but it pisses me off because they're trying to backtrack now, bro. That's what really pisses me off.
They look like a really good team that just took a completely different
Yeah, just took a new level, right?
step to a next level that I don't know that we thought they were capable of at the beginning. In fact, I never thought that I would see Barcelona playing at this level so early in the hands.
But again, this is the frustration with me because Barcelona is one of the biggest clubs in football. You have access to a television. You're paid to talk about La Liga. Watch the games, dude. Watch the game against Valencia. Watch how Barca played after they conceded first in that game. Watch the game against Milan and watch that utter domination. Watch the game against Rayo Vallecano, which wasn't pretty for the most part, but Barca still found a way to win that game. Watch the games against Valladolid. Watch the games against Girona. Watch the game against Bayern. Watch the game against Young Boys in the UCL. Watch every game that Barca's played this season apart from Osasuna and Monaco, and you will see that the makings were there the whole time. And yet you still picked against them. I'm done watching these fucking guys, by the way, because honestly I'm going to get a headache and this video is stupid because I cannot stand either of these guys because, again, they're trying to backtrack now. But I just wanted to come on here and say that it's just frustrating to me how these people who are literally paid to talk about football and their whole job is to talk about and watch La Liga, they came into this game and they continue to doubt Barca because everybody said that Bayern Munich was going to be Barca's biggest test. And once they passed that test, everybody said, okay, but that doesn't compare to Real Madrid. In the matter of 2 weeks, in the matter of, not 2 weeks, in the matter of 3 days, Barca slayed two of their biggest demons. Bayern Munich is a team that has haunted us in Europe for years, bro. For years. And Real Madrid is a team that, over the past 4 matchups, they had beaten us every single time. And both of those teams, Barca scored 4 against. And in one of them, they kept a clean sheet against their biggest rivals in their stadium. And then we're still saying, oh, we didn't think Barca could get to this level. Bro, we're in November at this point, man. It's almost November. You've been watching the games for 3 months now. Give me a fucking break. But anyway, man, that's just what I wanted to say. Screw these guys. I'm sorry if I was a little bit harsh. If you're a huge ESPN FC fan, then I'm sorry. But I'm really not sorry because fuck these guys and their analysis. And they should honestly do a better job because your job, you get paid a bunch of money to talk about La Liga and to know what you're talking about. So do that next time. I love you guys and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.